I could cry.
This is the video podcast series, Ray Charles Genius.
Salty tears. Where have I been?
As a musician and performer, Ray Charles had many extraordinary talents, and one that set him apart was the way he approached ballads, aka songs taken at a slower tempo. Although many musicians try and impress an audience with their up-tempo musical gymnastics, very few excel in the ability to create music at a much more measured pace.
Nobody counted off a song as slowly as Ray Charles. I'm talking like 1, 2. Man, he could play the ballad. You'd be just waiting for the next beat to drop, and it would keep you on the edge of your seat. It wasn't like a slow drag or nothing, you know. It was like exciting. He had the gift of space and time and the moment. He had the gift of the moment. He could put you in the moment. It was deep. That's why I just loved watching him. And then his body, when he played, he'd be rocking like tick-tock, like a clock, pendulum upside down. He'd be like, boom. And then sometimes he'd stretch the beat a little bit. But what he do vocally and the way he drop it in there was perfect. It was, oh man.
Travel walk in the evening.
One week he went through 7 drummers. This is at the Milt Turner left. Because Milt Turner he had that so down. Milt could always looked like he was chewing tobacco. He'd be chewing like this, and he could play that slow. It brings the yeah. 2.
The eagle flies on Friday.
After a while, you could feel those, because he didn't want you to play that 12/8, but he wants you to feel it. So guitar players and drummers caught hell, because guitar players like to hear themselves, and drummers like to beat.
There's a pulse. No matter how slow the tempo is, there's a pulse. And the problem for a lot of young musicians in particular is that drummers is that they tend to plod along. And it's an art to be able to create that. It's that little push. It's that little hand in the back of the rhythm section just kind of keeping it going.
That's why some people call it Stormy Monday. But I found out the Tuesday just as bad.
I think that Ray was such a master in it, in his slow delivery of his ballads, because he had a lot of life experience to put into those songs, and a lot of times it was the pain that he felt inside that just directed the song. You could feel him crying and wailing. He had the kind of vocal style that was very wailing, and just sometimes he would just start going, ah, in the middle of a ballad. Just, it overtook him.
And I said, oh Lord, have mercy.
He was actually singing and comforting his soul at the same time and giving that back to the audience and whoever was listening.
This is Brett Premack, inviting you to join us again for the video podcast series, Ray Charles, Genius.
Yeah. Woo! Good God. How long have you been doing it to me?